Hey everyone, I am here today with the game License to Krill. License to Krill is a game where you have this plushy whale that's going to be eating cards and doing different things. It is a game for 2 to 5 players. I'm going to show you how to play the game kind of just briefly. This is a preview of the game. These are not final components, so be aware that there are some things that are going to change, some wording on cards and other things, but License to Krill is a game that is coming out later this year, and I would like to tell you about it, and then I'll tell you how I feel about it too. But let's take a look at the game. So here we are with License to Krill. This plushie is always going to be facing one of the players, and we have kelp cards. Kelp cards off to the side here. You take kelp cards for each player. So we're going to set up like we're playing a 5-player game. We also have our ocean market cards, which are going to be where we're going to be putting these krill cards on top of them. We have our final krill cards. We have our krilling time cards, and we have the whale cards. And what you're going to do in order to set up is, first of all, deal one of those kelp cards out to each player. So you would deal them out to everybody like that. Everybody gets one of those kelp cards, and it says most kelp, 3 points. Obtain whale eats the krill card called kelping. Whales will play with kelp and even use it as a tool. So that's just a double-sided card. It says the same thing on both sides, but everybody gets one of those to start the game. After you've handed out the kelp cards, you're going to shuffle the krill cards to form a draw deck and place it near the ocean market, and you're going to take the final krill whale cards and shuffle them down, face down to form the bottom of the whale deck. So I've already done that. I've shuffled these. And then you take a number of krilling time cards based on the number of players. In a 2-player game, that's going to be 3. And a 3-player game, that's going to be 5. And a 4-player game, you're going to use 7. And in a 5-player game, you use all 7 of these. You take these and you shuffle them together with the rest of the whale cards here. So you just take some time to shuffle that, do that, because these are going to determine what the whale does at the end of each person's turn. You just take those, shuffle them up, and you put them on top of the final krill, and you place that where people can reach it. Then you're going to fill in the market by placing some of these cards face up. Like this says Krillian clams and monokrill and lots of other silly puns. Like this one says whale, get out of whale free, randomly take a card from the whale and do an action, spare krill, and mira krill. So all these silly whale and krill puns are going to be in the game. On your turn, you are going to be doing things like taking any one of the krill cards from the market. Then you're going to perform the whale action, and we'll talk about those real quick down here. And then finally, you're going to reveal the top whale card and do it. So let's say I wanted this card here, because there's different things on the cards. Like I'll talk about those real quick. If there is a shark in the upper left corner here, so like this one has a shark up there in the left corner. If you have a shark on the upper left corner, then you're gonna do whatever the card says. But if it's another thing, then it's probably going to be points. Like this has 3 points, 0 points, 0 points. And depending on what they are. So like this is mirror the action of a river card. That just means a card from the market. I think the language on that is going to change again. This is not final language on this, but whatever I want to do, I could do that. Move whale to target, you draw and do top whale card. You could do that one. They also have little water tokens here. Like this has 3 water. This one has 1. This one has 2. This one has 1. I'm going to take this one, this Krillian clams card, because it says +1 point for each card with only 1 water icon on it. So I would take that, put it in front of me, and that would be an additional point. So you're going to keep doing that to get points for things. There's going to be different things that interact with one another. There's going to be a little bit, take that. But anyway, on my turn, I take a card. That's my action. And then I would perform the whale action. Here it just says, do the whale card. Okay, so I'm going to do an extra whale card on this turn because of the card I took. I could have taken this one, and it would have made the whale turn counterclockwise to this player. So it would have been facing this player instead of me now because I was the start player. That's why the whale was facing me. If it turned counterclockwise more, it would just keep going around to the next player. So whatever I did, this is clockwise. Okay, so it just turns the whale that way, clockwise ×2 and counterclockwise ×2. You're going to use less of these cards in a 2 and 3 player game. In a 4 and 5 player game, you use all of the whale market cards and you have a bigger market and so forth. So you do whatever it says, but this time it's just draw a whale card because that's what was here after I got my card, and it says Krilling time. Whale target discards 1 card is what this card says. So I would have to discard my one and only card, my Krillian Clams. I would discard that card. And then I would also draw another whale card. So we've done that whale card there. I draw another whale card here. Diving, move a whale to player with most sardines, and tiebreaker, most droplets. So nothing would happen right now because nobody has anything, because nobody has any sardines yet. Nobody has any droplets yet. Again, that's the droplets just on the cards up here and some. So nothing's going to happen. The whale is going to stay there for me. And then we refill this market card here. And look, there's some sardines. Like this sardine says, 1 sardine card is -1 point. If you have 2 of these, then it's 2 points per card. And then finally, if you have 3 of these, then every one of these sardine cards becomes 3 points each. So they are also kind of dangerous though, because they have 5 droplets on them, and the whale is going to come after you if you have those sorts of things going on. There's opportunities to get more kelp cards. There's more interactions between the cards. Let's just flip over some more here. Show you like shellfish here. Swap this card with a player from another player, or the Krill-Review. All players pass a card in the direction that the person who played this chooses. Double krill. 5 points for set of both double krill cards, so you want both of these. What else do we have here? Krill or whale, +1 point for each shark card, maximum of 3 points. So as you can see, that's just some of the cards in the game. You're going to keep playing like that until there's a Krilling Time card in here. Remember, we put some Krilling Time cards in here at the end. We shuffled those. So once we see the Krilling Time, the final Krill card that says Krilling Time, and in this case it would have been second just based on how I shuffled. It says end of the game, whale target discards a card, and then everybody would just count up the points that they have, and whoever has the most points is the winner. I've played the game a couple times, and this is super cute, and it's slightly awkward, though, I will say, to sometimes put the, because sometimes you're going to put cards in here, and then you have to, like, stack more cards in here, and they're in the whale's mouth, and it's supposed to be kind of a randomization thing, where then you can, like, draw cards, because then you maybe just draw a card without looking out of the whale's mouth, and you have a new card that is in front of you, and you do the thing, and, or you have it, or whatever. So, it is fun to do this. It's very kinetic. It's very gimmicky, though, too. And for some people, you're going to like that a lot. For others, I mean, this is a light game. This is a game that, like, kids are going to play. Kids, my younger son liked it. My older son liked it, too. But it is more of like a family weight, quick game with a little bit of take that and grabbing points in lots of different ways. And it is enough of a game that the artwork is cute. I enjoyed that about it. I enjoyed it enough to want to play it a few times. I liked it. I think that if you aren't into cutesy games, this might not be for you. Or if you're not into games where there is a take that kind of thing happening, or you have to worry about, oh, the whale might take my stuff, then this isn't for you. But if you're just looking for a kind of lighter game that plays up to 5 people and it's good with families and has some kind of educational things going on too, then you're probably going to like this. It's a nice game in a cute package, and I could even see people just like wanting to get the whale plushie because the whale plushie is cute, and maybe you just use something else as the whale in the game and you turn this into like a little purse or like dice bag. I can see people like putting their dice in this and carrying it around too, but I know that's not the intent, but that's going to happen with this because it is a super cute whale plushie that goes with the game and comes with the game. And that is neat to see somebody thinking differently about like incorporating an element that's going to be fun for kids into their game too. That's what I think about it. Let me know what you think of License to Krill. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Happy gaming.